Hi friends, this is Bijou Baker. I'm Maria. Today we're going to make shepherd's pie. Okay, in the last video I showed you how to make the mashed potatoes, the rosemary and garlic mashed potatoes that in itself is a feast. Those potatoes are going to go on top of this deliciousness, and I wish you were here. Here are the ingredients. So the only thing missing is the mashed potatoes and the hamburger. I got 2 pounds of ground beef, and corn is not a traditional ingredient in this. I love corn. My family loves corn. We adjust the menu for our family, right? That's what we do. Lamb it's pretty traditional. I know my family. They'll eat ground beef, but they won't eat lamb. I love lamb. And this, I gotta tell you, I love peasant food. I grew up peasant, I guess, 14 kids, huge family. Yeah, we were poor, but we sure learned a lot. Peasant food is some of the most flavorful food. They had to learn to pull flavor from what they had. I dig that about them. So, oh, another thing missing was a half a cup of oil. I have that in the pan already. I'm going to go ahead and start to, I love the sound of that sizzling going. Put in my onions and my carrots and get them nice and toasted and kind of tender. I want the flavor to come out. So let's just go. I'm told there are 3 of the hardest words in the world to say. I'm sorry, I forgive you, and Worcestershire. Yeah, I had to look it up. Worcestershire. It's the worst t-shirt ever. That's it. Worcestershire. Anyways, we're using that. Do you guys use it often? It's really good. It's really good. You'll see. I hope you use it in this. It really kicks it up a notch. All right. So first things first. Over a medium-high heat, we're going to put in the carrots and the onion. We kind of want to just sweat them. We want to pull the flavor. So I'm just going to let these cook probably 5 minutes. Okay, so they're getting a little translucent. It's really flavoring the oil. And the onions, the carrots are cut small. I want them all bite-sized, about the same size as the corn and the peas and everything, especially for looks, but also so that they tenderize quickly. So I'm going to use 2 pounds of ground beef, and I'm just going to break it on in. It's funny, my mother taught me to put ground beef in like this, and I still do it. I guess it's smart. I just, even baking or even cooking, I guess, but go figure. I still got it, Mom. All right, so before it starts to brown, I'm going to put in about a teaspoon or so of pepper and Bijou's sexy salt. There's a video, or is there? I know it's on the steak, but I think I'm going to do a video just on this salt alone. This has so many delicious things in it. And it looks like I put a lot. I just didn't get one handful. All right, and then just brown. Okay, that looks beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to push the stuff to the side, and with this hot oil right here, I'm going to toast the tomato paste, because as it is right now, there's really not much flavor in the paste. And the mustard, and I usually use Dijon. I'm out, so I used ground mustard. This will get worked in, but right now I just kind of want it to get a little toasted. All right. Now I'm going to incorporate it all. If you're trying to impress somebody with a dish, I would recommend this one. The smells alone do it. Oh, toasting that tomato sauce to the paste, and I do that almost every time because it adds yet another layer of flavor. All right, now I'm going to sprinkle flour on her. I'm going to make a roux. This is what's going to give it that stewed consistency. And you want to toast the flour, maybe about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, in the middle, I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic. Keep stirring it. You're going to get this burnt part on the bottom. It's not really burnt, but when we add the liquid, it's going to deglaze it, which is going to be just beautiful. Add your rosemary. Okay, now we're going to add the liquid, and it's going to start to sizzle and make goodness. The first thing we're going to put in is the wine, because I need to, you see how it quickly releases all the fawn on the bottom. That is called fawn. So we're going to continue to cook out the liquid. And at this point, we're going to add the Worcestershire. Worcestershire, whatever. And I'm not going to measure it. I'll say 2.5 teaspoons. Sure, let's go with that. That just totally changed the aroma. Okay, so the alcohol is just about gone. And then we're going to add in the broth. Now we're going to lower the heat. We're going to add in the corn and the peas. Like I said, the corn is just my own. You don't have to. All right, so it's going to sit on low, covered, for about 5 minutes or so, as low as you can have it. In the meantime, I'm going to go grate some cheddar. I forgot to tell you, this is where the bay leaf comes in. Just let it sit. Okay, so I have my casserole dish. I'm going to put the meat inside. Man, oh man, I wish you could smell this. This is one of my family's comfort foods, one of my daughter's favorite. I always hope that there's extra, just so I can have a dish to eat while it's baking. By the way, I have the oven going at 350. When it's nice and hot, we're going to put this on top of a cookie sheet when it's done. Just in case it gets any juices that overflow, you don't want to make a mess nearly as bad as I'm making here. All right. Well, there you go. Okay, now I'm going to add the mashed potatoes I made in the last video, garlic rosemary mashed potatoes. If you haven't seen the video, you guys, go catch it. It's amazing. All right, so I'm going to place globs all along and then spread it later, but I just want to make sure the whole thing gets covered. The smell of this homeboy, I'm telling you. All right, Maria, this isn't your first rodeo, girl. Come on. And you definitely want to make sure that your dish is going to be deep enough for the meat and the potatoes. Use them all. Everything is already cooked, so you're really going to just put it in the oven to melt the cheese and to turn, get the potatoes nice and golden brown. You're going to have seepage from the juices of the meat. That's all right. It's juicy. It's a flavorful gravy. Yeah, I don't want to miss anything. You know me. That's how I do it. Okay, and then just cover it with cheese. I like a sharp cheddar. You don't even have to if you don't want to, but I mean, if we're gonna do it, let's do it right. And putting it on the cookie sheet is really gonna keep your oven from making a mess. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna try to, I'm gonna use the whole darn thing. I know what my family likes. We like melted cheese. All right. All right, so in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes or until you see a lot of oozing and bubbling and golden brown potatoes. Okay? That looks so good. Now the hard part is I have to let it sit for at least 5 minutes because there's just a lot of action going on. So I'm going to let it calm down, scoop up a serving, and eat it. I didn't realize how thrashed I looked. Oh well, whatever. I got shepherd's pie. I don't care. I'm good. No, I'm not. I'm not going to lie, but it's good. So, yeah, it's ready. It's saying, Maria, hurry. Eat me. It's hot. Forget it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm like going to clock out and just sit on the couch, have this, watch some TV, glass of wine. Oh my God, those flavors. My mouth doesn't even know what place to look for first. The mashed potatoes, I'm telling you guys, by themselves, they're amazing. With this shepherd's pie, The carrots, like I said, the carrots are just going to always throw you. That's just mine. I like carrots. The flavors, the spices and the herbs and the gravy is so good. Yeah, okay, so anyways, so yeah, there's that. I have to sign out so I can finish eating this. My family's going to be happy tonight. So, give it a shot, guys. That hamburger is so tender. All right, I'll be quiet. Okay, my friends, until next time, happy baking.
Ah, that was fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe.